everyone, it's Lucy from My Crazy Craft Life, and I'm here with a couple cards that I created from the Simon Says Stamp 2018 April card kit. I am not a monthly subscriber to Simon Says Stamp, but on occasion when I see a kit that I just absolutely love and have to have, I try to make sure I am there right on the spot because they usually sell out so quickly. So I was able to pick this one up, and I'm very excited because I loved the rainbows and the bright colors and the butterflies, and I just thought the set was really beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing is stamping the images, and I like to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do that because I planned on using alcohol markers to color the images, and that's one of the best inks that I've found for using alcohol markers with them. And like I said, I just stamped a bunch of all of the different images. Then I decided, after you see all my images are colored there and cut out, and I used my scan and cut to do my cutting for the images. But after I did that, I decided I wanted to try the smooshing technique with the Distress Oxides and adding water to it. And I was going through and figuring out exactly that. I was trying another technique, and I thought maybe that would be interesting, but I ended up not liking that one, and I pushed that off to the side. I did keep it because maybe I'll use it on something else later, but so then I decided to go with some blending because I do know I love the blending of the Distress Oxides. And I have there the worn lipstick, the broken china, the fossilized amber, and I believe that's grapeseed, the darker purple that I brought into there. And then I just added some water droplets to that to kind of help create that splattered background effect. And those, I really ended up liking how those turned out. So I think I'll be making a few more cards with those afterwards. So while I was doing this, and I'm making a mess all over my sheet down there, I end up taking one of them and actually making a background from that, and that is what I used on one of the cards. Because there was so little ink there, because I was doing the blending, it was very, very light, but it ended up being so beautiful that I really loved how it turned out. Here I was just taking the heat gun and trying to speed up the process of drying because I was not wanting to wait and I was being impatient, and it was faster to do that. But like I said, I think that's the background that I end up using on the one, and like I said, I really ended up liking how that one turned out. So for the first card, what I'm going to end up doing is picking a background, cardstock, and I used the yellow that was in the kit. I popped it up on some foam tape after I cut it down. This is a standard A2 size card, so it's 4¼ by 5½. And I decided on the sentiment that I wanted to use, and I really love these sentiments. They're pretty large, and sometimes it's hard to find the large ones that I don't know that I kind of like. But I really loved these sentiments. I love the font that it's written in. And then I decided to use the stencil on this first one with some glitter paste and glimmer paste. I have Bow Bunny, the pink and the turquoise blue there is Bow Bunny, and then the silver that I have is glimmer paste from Nuvo. So I decided to use those. Now, this was my first time using glitter or glimmer pastes, and I will tell you a couple of tricks if you have never used them before. First, you want to make sure that you clean off your stencil and everything right away, like as soon as you are done using it, because it ends up sticking to it. And you may want to wait because, as you see there, because I wasn't able to really get it down and tape it down how I wanted to, some of the edges picked up. And so I just used a pin to kind of clean it up. It still wasn't perfect, but I thought it looked good. So that's what I ended up doing with those. Excuse me. And there I was trying to make a watermark butterfly, which it didn't end up working. But I was taking one of the solid butterflies and put water on it, and then tried to stamp it onto the Distress Oxide. I thought that might create kind of a cool effect, but it really didn't do much of anything. So, but there again, because I wasn't really able to tape it down well because the other ones were still wet, I ended up messing up the little silver one a little bit too. But like I said, I just used the pin to kind of straighten that out. Now the little, I don't know, buzzing, making it look like they're flying eyed tails, I decided to put those on. I thought it looked cute with the card and how it was set up. So I was able to put them all on with the different backgrounds and the different butterflies, and I thought it ended up well. I used Morning Dew Nouveau drops, which they end up drying clear and kind of take on the color that's around them. So I put a couple of those on, and then I have some iridescent sequins that I just love, and I put some of those on there. And that is that card, which I really was happy with. So then that light background, that very last one that I made, I decided I wanted to use that for the next card. I wanted it really soft, and I was going to use some of the images that I had colored and cut out. So here I was just trying to decide. I picked out some of the leaves and glued those down. I was using multimedia matte to glue the images down, and I wanted to get those in there. And then I picked one of the sentiments that said "Thinking of you, stay strong," because I thought that was it's going to be kind of a simple card with just a couple images. But I just kept playing around trying to figure out exactly where I wanted it and how I wanted it. Like I said, I really did love these butterflies. I thought there was a lot of, you can just do a lot. I like these, these I kind of made look stained glass. I think you just have so many options that you can do. You can color them in actual butterfly colors, and I just think there's a lot of options, and I think they really are beautiful. So, like I always do with my stamped images, I outlined them in the black because I just like how that looks. So that's that. And then I ended up putting the Morning Dew Nouveau drops on this card, as well as some of those iridescent sequins that I had out. And that is about all with this card, or with these two cards. So I'm hoping to get some more cards out soon from this kit, because like I said, I do really love it, but I wanted to try a couple different things that I didn't try before. So thank you everyone for joining me, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care.